Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Chibundifnai Jennifer Jackson. I'm a YouTuber based in Cologne, Germany. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you guys so much. I really appreciate the love, your comments, and all. I really appreciate. So on today's video, I'm going to be going straight to the point. I'm not going to be beating around the bush because I don't think I have enough time because I have somewhere I should be headed to, but I decided to make this video and put it out before anything today. So on today's video, I'm going to be talking about my CS recovery, like my experience concerning my CS, like CS recovery, and my experience with the epidural and how it works and everything. I'm going to be explaining in details my CS recovery and epidural. So firstly, I'm going to start with the epidural because I actually used epidural before I did my CS. So I'm going to start with epidural. First of all, I'm going to put the meaning and explanation of epidural up here, somewhere here, so you guys can get the meaning of what epidural is if you don't know what epidural is. So during my hours of labor, I could not hold the pain again, and I've already make use of the whole a little pain relief that they can actually give me. I've made use of all. So they now suggested I should, if I still want to be relieved of my pain, I should use, see how my son is looking at me. I'm pretty, right? I should use epidural, you understand? So of course I accepted because I could not bear the pain any longer. So I accepted the epidural. So they now asked me to sign a paper. I should read through it and sign a paper that I accepted to take the epidural. So they actually explained to me what epidural is. So guys, the person that administer and the epidural, the anesthesis nurse, I don't know if I pronounce it right, but I'll write the correct spelling up there. So the anesthesis nurse is actually the person that administer anesthesia, that numbs your body for pains, you understand? So the nurse now came in, told me all I need to know about the epidural anesthesia. Yeah, so after explaining to me what it entails and everything, so I was asked to sign to give my right to take anesthesia. I'll bite my tongue. Epidural, yeah. So they told me it's probably like the side effects. It can give me headache. It can make my legs to be numb. So I think that's basically the most important thing, as in the most important side effect about the epidural. So I agreed to it. I signed the right to take the anesthesia, that's the epidural. So I signed the stuff, so they started administering it. They asked me to sit in a kind of, oh Kobe, I'm making video, stop talking. Shh. So I was asked to sit in a kind of position like this, so they can dictate my spine, so they can put the catheter in my spine. So actually they were going to hold my skin a little bit at that particular place they want to numb, and that particular place they want to insert the catheter. So they will hold my skin a little bit and inject a pain relief, normal pain relief, so they can actually insert the injection they will use and take in the catheter. So I sat in that position. They administer the pain relief. Then they now use a bigger they now use a bigger, what are they calling it, syringe. They will use and insert the catheter. So when they now put in the syringe, I just feel like a pinch kind of pain, because okay, I do not even actually feel the pain of putting in the catheter with the bigger syringe. I just felt the pain of the injection of the pain relief to numb that particular place they're going to put in the syringe, the bigger syringe to put in the catheter. So as I position like that, they dictate the lower back of my spine. They now shook in the syringe and put in the catheter and remove the syringe. So it was only the catheter that they will use and put and be passing through anesthesia for me. That's to be numbing my lower part of my body for pain. So they now pass in the catheter. So that's how it was. It's not like you have big syringe in your body or an injection. No, it will be a catheter like that will be passed in the anesthesia. So if you, at the moment, if you, the one that you've taken, like depreciate, like stop performing what is there to perform, like numbing your lower back, if she stops, you can increase. So my baby's crying, let me attend to him. So that's how the syringe was in my body, and sorry, the catheter was in my body, and I was taking in anesthesia. Then my lower, the only effect I feel was my lower part of my body was numb. I could not feel it. It was numb. My leg was numb. So that's how I felt. I was not feeling any contraction pain. It was actually very nice, like very, very nice. There's nothing like expecting your baby and still feel happy expecting him. You understand? There's nothing sweeter than that. So I still give my thumbs up for anybody that thought about epidural. Like, you guys are actually a lifesaver, because that labor pain that labor pain, anyway, this is not like to discourage people that are still pregnant or maybe still going to go through labor or maybe vaginal birth. Is actually nice, very, very nice. So I still have to talk about my CS recovery in this particular video. Yeah, CS recovery, people feel like it's actually, so I have him here with me, so he will stop disturbing and distracting me. So like I was saying about the CS recovery, so people are actually scared of CS because the imagination of opening up your body and all the operation thing and all. CS is actually okay, very, very okay. Like, knowing you're going to have your baby in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, like, it's actually nice. So, but the recovery of it, so immediately that day after, I can say that here in the Western world, recovery CS is actually very easy, should I say, to compare to Nigeria, because I asked my friend that went through CS also in Nigeria. She told me that they asked her not to eat certain things, that she could not stand up for like a day or 2 days, yeah, I guess. So she could not stand up 2 days, and whatness, that she needs to fast before she can eat anything and all, like a whole lot of things she said they asked her not to do, and what not to do, and what to eat and what not to eat. But here I had my CS done, like, let's say for instance today around evening, no, not even around evening, they asked me to eat. I ate, let me say, an hour or 2 after the CS. I ate a solid food, yes. And before you know it, I fat and I drank. I ate, I drank. Before you know it, the next day they removed the catheter for my urine. I started walking about, though I still feel pain, but they used to give me pain relief. They used to give me pain relief for my pains. You understand? I don't really feel the pain much that particular day. I had the CS because I have pain drip. Okay, you now want to get that thing, Abby? Oh yeah, come here, come and sit. Sit. So I was having what are they calling it? Pain drip. So I did not feel pain at all that particular day. So it was in the night that I started feeling the pain. So I can easily call the nurse to bring pain relief medicine for me, ibuprofen. So I started taking ibuprofen throughout. Like I took ibuprofen like 2 weeks straight, and I got discharged the next 4 days. Like I told you guys earlier, I started working the next day after my CS. I started working the next day. I was able to go to toilet, poo, fat, eat, and I ate 2 hours later after my CS. So I started doing almost everything. I started working the next day. They removed my catheter. I started easing myself by myself, pooing and every other thing. So I can say the recovery was not really tough, but when you start feeling it is when I got discharged and I got home. You know, as we are living, the way we are living here, we don't have people around us. So when I started feeling it was kind of difficult for me was when I got home. I have to wake up in the night, feed my baby, take care of my baby, carry my baby when he's awake, me and his father scheduling, taking care of the baby. So that was when it was a little bit difficult for me, because you still have to do with the pain you are having, you still have to do your motherhood duty, you understand? So I was actually doing it with the pain I was feeling, but I was still trying to reduce the pain with ibuprofen. So I keep taking ibuprofen for the pain. So let's just say it's more like not feeling any pain, being happy when your son comes or your daughter, okay, your child comes, and maybe like 5 hours later of the joy and everything, you started feeling the pains. And the pain will actually feel like when you have an injury, or maybe you cut yourself. You know, that kind of pain, that's the kind of pain you'll be feeling, you understand? But while taking the ibuprofen and every other thing, it will be reducing till you get healed. So my CS was actually very okay, and the recovery at the beginning it was easier. Then when I got home, I started feeling a little bit difficult because I kind of have to carry it and do other stuff I needed to do. So it was a little bit difficult for me. So if you want to do CS, I would advise you have people around you that can take care of you. It's actually, to me, it's actually the best, but you have to have people around you that can take care of you after the CS. At least when your baby, till you're a month or 2 after CS, you need someone to be around taking care of you and your baby, you understand? But if it's through vagina, the labor period, if you don't used to have a long labor time, is actually okay. But if you used to have like 24 hours labor pain, it's not easy. So my dear, I have to end this video here. This baby is actually disturbing. So, but I believe you get everything I said in this particular video. Firstly, I mentioned about epidural, and secondly, I described how I felt recovery from CS. So I wish you guys luck. If you're pregnant, I wish you luck. Make the right food decision, no matter how it is. If it comes to using CS, don't feel like it's hard or somehow. Just go what your doctor said is best for you. Okay? So at this junction, I'll tell you guys bye till next video. Mwah, I love you guys. Cheers.